Hi guys, I'm Takashi, Japanese actor, filmmaker. Thanks for watching my video. So now this year 2025, already in April, January, February, March, April. Yeah, 3 months done already. Finally, I want to start make my own video journal of my acting and filmmaking things. And only that for my life experience and everything. So today is actually I'm starting this video on the YouTube channel. So I'm gonna talk about why am I starting today, and also today I'm not talking a lot of behind the scene of the filmmaking stuff. Maybe later on. Today I just want to chill and just want to talk about how recently my life is going on after I finish my all with my wife Maria. Finish all the 50 days of that the super hectic film production happened in last 2 months from January, February, March, and just come back to Vegas. We live in Las Vegas right now. So in this video, why am I starting this channel, my journey as a Japanese actor, filmmaker in overseas? And I don't be like a sensei, or I don't be like a teacher, or I don't be like a master or anything. I don't be like a film tips, acting tips. Of course, I'm happy to share a lot of stuff, but my main aim for this channel is I want to be really authentic, be by myself, be myself, my roots, my Japanese background, with my spirituality, anything. So really, I want to make my video content very authentic, how I feel, how I see all these art and a filmmaking process, and also the life things going on. I'm turning to 40 last year. How fast, I noticed the life goes on, and I feel like just yesterday I feel like I'm 29 or something. I just left Japan when I was 30, yeah. And now 10 years passed, and so I basically living overseas over 10, almost 10 years now. Well, I still have a thick Japanese accent, but still I was born and grew up in Japan, Aichi Prefecture, Toyokawa City. That's my hometown. So I'm start thinking maybe all my experience, what I've done in Australia and even in America, I think I'm very happy to share. That maybe it will help someone in the future who wants to become success as an actor, who wants to do film work in overseas, not in Japan, or not even for the Japan, like any countries, or even you live in the US, you live in Australia, or maybe could be anyone. Maybe it's actually, I'm happy to share my journey, because we always looking for, as an actor, as a filmmaker, I started as an actor in Japan. I always looking for the information, right? And sometimes very hard to access to the right informations. So Marianne and I always do our film stuff is always aiming more community-based filmmaker, which means whoever never worked on a film project, okay, you do the 9 to 5 job, same age with me, but you've already got, huge passion of filmmaking from your childhood, but never get a chance into it because you have a family, you have kids, or any situation, any circumstances. But I believe, Marianne and I, we both believe, anyone can be a filmmaker, can be an actor. So we always have to give them a chance. We always open casting for anyone who never done acting before. So a lot of actors in our next 2 movies, even original Echo 8. A lot of actors are non-experienced actors, never done acting before. We worked hard. Of course, a lot of more work for the production, but we're happy to see the talent. Filmmaking process is very spiritual. That's I noticed after these last 2 months. How I learned a lot from last 2 months. I'm still learning. I'm still developing my acting and filmmaking, but now I'm in the post-production phase. I'm start editing all these footages, and I realize an acting and filmmaking process is very, very spiritual thing. It's not how old you are, which situation you're, you suffer from your life or something. It's actually nothing related with your current filmmaking, because in the film, in a story itself, the characters, your work to make the character living is nothing time related. Your character plays somewhere else, or in this universe or alter universe. Yeah. So you notice, so this my YouTube channel, as I think maybe it's so different. What even when I'm talking is like kind of maybe sometimes doesn't make sense, sometimes makes sense, sometimes doesn't make sense, but it's okay. It's more very free talking. But again, the main aim for why, okay, so back to the topic, why I'm making this video, because I'm happy to share all my life experience of my filmmaking process, and then someone can help someone who wants to be an actor, who wants to be a filmmaker. Yeah, so that's the thing. So again, today's my first video. So I just want to say thank you to everyone who joined this our Echo 8 project. So just run into my video today. I'm Takashi. I'm filmmaker, actor from Japan, and I'm currently making 2 feature films from crowdfunding the community base, which is Echo 8 Trilogy. Me and my wife, especially my wife, she's executive producer, working hard every day, and that's the prequel and the sequel from the original Echo 8. If you haven't watched the original Echo 8, it's on the Tubi, Amazon Prime, Apple TV, which one? Yeah, a lot of different platforms. If you haven't watched it, I highly recommend to watch two distributors. One is Tubi and YouTube, if you can. Especially if you live in the US, you can watch for free. So please watch it, And we get a chance to make a prequel and a sequel, because in the crowdfunding, really thanks for all the supporters in the world. We made a film in Australia, in Western Sydney, but a lot of the backers is from United States. Even some people we never met them before, but they really believe in us, and then they're supporting us. And some people from Europe, Germany, I forgot, and also Japan. As a couple of my friends, old friends in Japan, are really, really helpful. And especially for this Echo 8 trilogy, that one of the movie is more 5x5. It featured on my character's backstory and what happened before the original Echo 8. And that's really intense. And acting-wise, really intense. And then also I was directing, that was intense, but a really great experience. And also Echo 8 Beyond, that's more focusing on Maria's character, who is Echo 8. So what's kind of after, and then that's more entertaining and comedy. And then I believe that film that make people happy, more something excitement, bring some energy, lift you up. So I think that's the main purpose of making film. So again, back to my recent situation. So I was, if you know my thing, so I was in Australia for last 2 months, Western Sydney. We made 2 movies, 50 days film shooting. That was super, super intense. Again, we luckily got budget, but still low budget. So which is all about how much in total? In the US dollars, maybe roughly like 50K for 2 movies. Well, because we're sharing all the lightings, all the props and cameras and stuff. But not only that, we try to cut the cost to make sure it's done. So I want to say thank you for everyone who joined this project. Some people like sponsors. We also got some sponsors. We're gonna make videos soon later as well. So without you guys, we cannot make this film happen. But a lot of work still, Marianne and I have to do it. So I would say, if you're a filmmaker, okay, if you want to make a film and this is a passion project, um, man, you have to work hard. You really have to work hard. That's the only way. I don't want to show. I mean, I'm working hard, too tired. I will try not to, but I'm so sorry because during the film production, you know, um, you gotta work like 12 hours for shooting, 14 hours shooting. Even you have sometimes actually at least we have the 1 day off in every week, but that 1 day off we have to work on all the pick up the props and keep driving like 4 hours, pick up the props or Maria was preparing the costume and I was sorting all the editing rushes, and then Elizabeth, another producer, she's also a writer for this production, and also she's managing the production management. You have to make a call sheet, scheduling, a location canceling on the spot happen, like woo, that's filmmaking. So, and then I'll try to make sleep enough, but I couldn't. So basically I lost my body weight 10 pounds, right? The 5 to 6 kilo. I lost body weight. So I'm getting really skinny. Now I'm getting back to my work. I'm also full-time work at the casino as a table game dealer for my bread and butter. I mean, for my work to pay the bills. But my colleague said, "Are you okay, Takashi?" After 2 months, and I'm looking like so skinny. So yeah, because before I really beef up. I need to bulk up my body to prepare for the production. But man, the last 2 months on a film production, that was super hectic. And I was driving every day, and also the car is super, unfortunately, really crappy old Japanese car. But that's really still helps because Maria wants to buy a particular production car to fit all the props and costume, camera, and light stuff, everything in the car, but still can drivable. But still, we don't have a budget, so it's a lot of things. And sometimes we car broke down middle of the production. We asked her, "Hey, Maria had to ask her mom to borrow her car for a couple weeks, and then once the car fixed, we have to go back to the original car." Whoa! So yeah, it's. I think any film production, even like, man. If we could have a better budget, maybe less work for us, but it doesn't matter. The thing is, if you want to make a really good film, what do you believe, your vision, you have to work hard on yourself. So that's why maybe, like for example, okay, 1 day of the film shooting, man, if I talk about behind the scene of this Echo 8, I can talk forever, but I try to pick up only a few today. So like sometimes we have to squeeze in all in 1 day. It's normally, I don't say illegal, but mostly like a normal production, like like a big budget or studio film, or at least like $1 million budget project, they're never gonna do it. But we have to squeeze in a lot of things in 1 day because we could hire particular location on 1 day. Or 1 or 2 days, so we had to get it done. It's almost impossible thing, but we did it. So we did it. We could do it, which means, for me on the 5x5. So I'm more working for the 5x5, the other one. The Maria's more mainly for work for the Echo 8 Beyond, the other film. Man, sometimes I have to do all the shot list. Well, normally or almost normal production, they have a storyboard and a shot list and stuff like that. Action sequence, we don't do it. We also have action director Adrian, and also Maria knows sometimes the shot. Sometimes I even though I know the basic of the action shooting as well, so we don't need it for like, okay, punch and close up and then 45 close up wide shot. Do we need to master, or yes or no? Storytelling, once the action close up shot, stuff like that. Sometimes needed, sometimes not needed. But if we really busy day and we have to squeeze in, okay, because we only have a 50-day shoot, right? But we have 240 pages of the script in total. I can show you now. Where's the script? Where did I put? Well, anyhow, oh yeah, it's here. It's 5x5. How many pages? 116 pages. Echo It Beyond. 132 pages. So again, like roughly 120, like 2 hours film, right? Then including, and not even the action sequence is not in the script, so we have to design. So like basically like 240 pages, maybe 250 pages in total for the 2 movies, and some scenes we have to squeeze in everything in one day. Man, and then we don't want to miss any shot, right? So sometimes, unfortunately, we miss a shot. I forgot some shot, and then I'm currently editing right now, and I should have shot this shot. We forgot this shot is happening, but like it's editing magic. We still can fixable. It's okay, not a big issue. But I think it's you still need to make a plan first. So on a 5x5 of the last fight sequence is 4 5 actors fighting, and also story revealing, flashback, everything, and then that dialogues connect to the first scene, or that dialogues connect to the second scene. Oh, hold up, we cannot miss any shot, but we only have a few days to shoot. So I did made all the shot list. It doesn't have to be the close up, mid close, or whatever. It doesn't that too detailed, but also I didn't have time to prepare for all the shortlist either, because every day I'm shooting for the other film. Like okay, next day I'm gonna shoot a 5x5. The day before I'm gonna 2 days Echo It Beyond for 12 hours, 14 hours, 16 hours, and on the next day this one gonna do 16 hours. It's almost impossible, but we had to do it. So I just quickly made a list on a spreadsheet and make sure any dialogue, we don't want to miss it. And also I use my iPad. This time we actually use the AI. AI nowadays is pretty cool, man. So we use the AI storyboard that put the script into the some certain program, and then automatically generated the storyboard. Look, again, some shot I don't like it, of course, as a director's choice. Even Maria doesn't like it, and we don't need it, this and that. Of course, we can freely, flexibly, we can change on set, but from the storyboard, at least we have a plan. We can change it later, right? And then we have a storyboard, and then back to the script, and then one by one, I made a shot list, write it down, and on the day I give to one of the PA. I put Jack. Oh man, Jack is amazing. One of the best PA ever this time work. Thank you, Jack, if you're watching this video. Anyhow, so I gave to Jack, and then Jack, like, just tick, 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 tick. This shot done, this shot done. Because sometimes I'm in front of the camera, I'm not behind the camera, and I'm also directing and acting. How are we gonna do it? And then sometimes Maria's really busy on the other stuff, even she's a director, because she also doing the costume and the special makeup as well. So we do everything. I hold the camera for the Echo It Beyond, because this is Maria's main. I'm not in this film. I'm also holding the camera. We have a DP Adam, but also we have 2 camera setup. The Adam, sometimes the Adam is really good on the holding the camera, and then focus, autofocus, but using the gimbal, he's amazing, right? So I sometimes give to him, but also I need another pickup, like a B camera, so like close-up shot on a tripod or monopod. I just keep holding the monopod, and then sometimes I'll move the lights. I have to design the lights. I think most of the time, actually, I was doing the light this time. So back to the topic of whole summary of becoming a filmmaker, which means it's not fancy at all. Even you have a budget, if you even if you budget, if you pay yourself a little bit, or maybe pay a little bit for all the production cast and crew, we try our best. But and then this time almost like, how much is that? Because the original Echo 8 is like almost 10K, less than 10K, like $8,000. Which is normal, all everything, all volunteer work, camera, light, all the equipment and costume. That's it, right? For this time, we got almost like, okay, let's say 5-6 times more budget, but we got 2 movies, and then the original Echo 8 only 90 pages and only 3 main characters, but now, do you know how many casting in a movie in total, including featured extra, like 1 or 2 dialogues? Oh man, over 200 cast now. That's cool. So that was intense, but it's exciting, it's fun. So that's the whole experience of I went through. I definitely, we all, Marianne and I, whole full on sleep deplete, what's called, like no sleep at all, and then something emotionally couldn't control, and then your brain couldn't control sometimes, because we even didn't have enough rest, and sometimes I spill my really bad energy. Truly, yeah, truly, it happens. Argument all the time. Even the Marianne and I, even Elizabeth, and yeah, honestly, it happens because it's human. But I notice at the end of the day, if we finish, it's fine, and then we go have some dinner together, it's okay. But I tried. We all tried our best to not bring too much bad energy, because main aim. But one night I still remember. Actually, I don't remember. That Maria told me. I was like, I could just keep crying on the nighttime. I don't know why I was crying, but I even don't remember. And then, but the Maria told me, I would keep crying on the nighttime, and then I was about to give up to make this movie happen, because I almost like, I was dying or something. But Maria says, what she said? She's like, I was saying, I have to respect the characters. Well, which is true, because once you start to make a movie, so back to the first topic, because filmmaking, acting is very spiritual thing. So which means you gotta respect all the characters in this script. I respect every single characters in this film, and I love the characters, every single characters in this both films as a director. So it's all about love. Yeah, love to the character, love the story. So I really appreciate Elizabeth, she's a writer for these 2 movies, really good script writer. And then as a director's producer's job, and especially on more technical side for this production, how this film can make it happen. And as a director, like even quality wise, the original Echo 8 was a lot of mistakes. We went through a lot of mistakes, even like lighting, color, even performance wise, shot wise. We did a lot of mistakes, but we learn from all these mistakes, and then we try to improve this time, and it definitely looks much better. You can tell if you see the behind the scene video, much better. But also we get another mistakes, so it never ends. I improved, and then I took it. Oh, this is another mistake. Oh, I didn't know this one, that one. So I'm still learning. So whole the film projects thing is a whole learning journey. So if you want to become a filmmaker, you gotta enjoy the process of this toughness, but rewarding. It's a passion, and it's never stop, because Marianne and I, we both believe filmmaking process is just something inspiring, and some message, deliver the message to the world. and then that's the meaning of life. Because from my childhood, I always think about, okay, what's the meaning of my life? Because everyone's gonna die, and then you have to leave something, the legacy in this world, right? In the beginning, I wanted to become a scientist. I really do love astronaut, space, sci-fi, or actual science. So I actually have a degree of teaching in science and agriculture and biology in Japan. I used to teach science in Japan for the high school kids, or even adults. Um, but that's my passion. But I notice, but also something burning inside. When I was 21, I came to New York. That was my first trip, and I saw the Broadway musical that changed my life. And then I wanted to become a full-time artist. But now, become a full-time artist hard, of course. Especially now, if you know, of course, definitely the Hollywood people say it's going down, and unfortunately, and well, maybe because of us, because yeah, independent filmmaker make more contents, and they just keep put on all the streaming platform services. Of course, maybe major studio film maybe going down, unfortunately. But not only that, what I'm trying to say. So anyhow, so when I was 21, I came to New York, and I want to become artist. So I changed after I finished my uni. I didn't want to finish uni, but that's maybe another episode I can talk. I got a big fight with my parents, of course, as a Japanese Asian family, you notice. But anyhow, that's my change. So I found my true passion to be a performer or something, be creative. That's my life journey. I noticed that's what I want. So back to the full-time thing. I'm not working full-time actor filmmaker, because the yeah, I'm making films, but this one cannot pay the bills, especially in America. It's almost impossible still. Looks fancy. Look at that. Look at all my film projects I've done. It's all short films. It's all my, you know, Echo 8, not only Echo 8, all the short films, action films, documentary films. It looks fancy, but doesn't pay the bills for every day, right? So I still have to work at, some other job. So since I came back to Vegas, so what I noticed, I always we went to the drive to the mountain, and then I was just talking to my wife Maria, and hey Maria, I noticed what's the best description, best describe what I'm doing. I'm not a full-time actor. I'm not a full-time filmmaker, but I'm full-time hobby filmmaker. I'm a full-time hobby actor, which means, it's hobby. You're not serious, are you? No, it's not. No, it's not. I think the be hobby is still pretty cool, because at the end of the day, to be honest, I think it doesn't matter. You can pay the bills, all your bills, through your creative work or not. It doesn't matter, because it's more about how much impact you give to the world. That's the main thing. One of my favorite Japanese writer, artist, in back in which era? I think, is that before World War II? Sorry, I can't remember. So his name is Kenji Miyazawa. Kenji Miyazawa. So if you can Google it, okay, it's a Japanese writer. It's all Japanese people knows, because you have to study in a school, right? And he is a farmer, full-time farmer, but he's also a scientist about agriculture. He teaches for the community how to make crops and make the proper food, right? And he works hard, but also he's an artist, and he wrote amazing fantasy stories and the most popular Japanese auto fantasy story written by him. I'm pretty sure he passed away really younger his age. I don't know. I think my age. But the thing is, I really do respect him because I study agriculture as well, and I'm an artist, and I'm not paying the bills from my acting because I'm still no-name actor, right? I'm still no-name filmmaker. I understand that, but it's okay. But that's not the point. The point is how much impact you can give to the world through your products, right? Like for example, okay, let's make it easy. I want to make people happy through my film. If someone watch my film and feels happy, that's my work. And a film exists forever until human being like extincts or anything like happens. It's okay. Still archives does last. Even I'll die in the future, but still this archive will exist. So I think that's the main thing. So that's why I said to my wife Maria, hey, I'm happy to be I'm a full-time hobby artist. So please think about it as a full-time hobby artist. So I don't. If you have a 9 to 5 job, you don't have to worry about paying the bills. You don't have to worry about travel. I still my biggest hobby is travel. I just went to come back from Japan. Oh man, that's so good, right? Oh, that's my beautiful country. Travel, see my parents and my nephew, and took my wife to eat mochi. Kyoto. Oh, beautiful. But I still don't have to worry about the paying my travel costs because I still have my proper job in Vegas. But I still taking casting audition right after back to Vegas. One of my friend in a local filmmaker, she's really cool. Another American Japanese artist. She contacted me, and also another director. His name is Axel. So we did a it's called Asian Recreation Project. Please check it out on their YouTube. So we actually currently making a Asian recreation version of Star Wars. So I played Darth Vader. So right after I land back to Vegas, and 2 days after back to work, and then a few days later get back to the rehearsal for this production. Even during I was editing Echo 8, I was doing an action choreograph in one day, in 2 hours, all the samurai moves, and then on next week we did the costume rehearsal, and then last week we done a 2 day shooting of full short film. I think almost a 5 to 10 minutes short film at the Mount Charleston. I wear the full-on Japanese armor, samurai sword and stuff with acting. It's all done. So, which means I'm still working, and after that I did 3 casting auditions already from my manager from my California, my manager agency. So, yeah, I'm happy. That's the thing. I'm happy to be creative. I'm happy to be busy. So I would say I'm happy to be a full-time hobby artist, full-time hobby actor, full-time hobby filmmaker, because I don't have any pressure. Because I don't have any pressure to chase. That's the worst thing. Because nowadays a lot of people tell me, especially living in California, it's really tough. I totally understand that. And then all the film industry, studio industry, less jobs right now, and then people chase because you have to find some work to pay the bills, right? So it might affect more some politics, some stress, no creativity. I don't know, maybe. But again, I'm still happy to work. If I get a chance, I want to work on a big project, of course, even in front of the camera or behind the camera. Either way, I'm so happy because I'm always eager to learn to be a best artist, become a great artist, to make a better storyteller. So that's my main aim. But if not, I'm still happy to be a hobby filmmaker, but a full time. I mean, outside of my 9 to 5 job, I'm still in the work these things, my passion for the full time as a hobby. Does it make sense? So, and I'm happy. So I see a lot of, especially actors. I understand filmmakers or like others, you have some specific skills. Okay, you're a sound recordist or like a lighting operator, like you are DP. It might be a little bit different story. But for example, especially for the actors, they're like, sometimes, of course, it happens for my production too. A lot of people asking for the production, hey, can you raise my paycheck? Or, sometimes, of course, we want to, but unfortunately, it's apparently the crowdfunding, our film budget. So, and we have this is all cast names here. Oh no, I know you're a great actor, but we're happy to work with you. But we sometimes we have to find a way to compromise some certain sweet spot because we cannot pay everyone for the big pay to buy some cars or something, whatever. I'm sorry, we cannot do that one. So, but the point is, why all these actors asking you that kind of question? Because they're chasing, because they're worried. They said, oh, I'm a 10 years experienced actor. I should have get paid more, or I should get paid more to pay my bills. I feel better or something. Um, like say, look, I'm not worried about paying the bills right now. In that case, actually, I have more confident to do just focus on creativity. I don't have to worry about can give me more paycheck or give me more better pay. I don't say it's toxic. It's fair. Of course, I totally understand it's fair, but I think for as an artist, always think about where's your main goal. Your main goal is got the better pay and then buy a nice car, or get a better pay and then you feel good, or what's the aim? Or you want to become a celebrity, or someone like a famous influencer, you want to get the fame, or what's your main goal? So for me, I'm more and more understanding my main aim is want to be a better storyteller. So I want to more. I don't think I'm a student better actor yet. So I'm still work hard. I still have to practice hard for my acting. I'm not super happy with all my acting past project. I think I'm getting better because thanks to all my supporters, even including my wife and all my teams, they're helping me. So I'm to grow. All my community people helping me to grow to become a great actor. But the same thing, even the job, it's not in the, I think it's not for the acting. Even okay, for my workplace, yeah, okay, let's say honestly, okay, I'm working in a casino, right? The people always chase money. Oh, they should drop more money, more money, 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 money. One day you get good tip, on the next day drop the tip. What the heck, you know? And on the next day the better tip. It's up and down, up and down. Like it looks like a stock market, like an up and down, up and down, up and down. And we cannot chase that. The main focus is not there. The main focus is how much you love the job. Well, because I'm still working in a casino because I love the dealing. It's so fun. Because especially for the craps is my game. Like I'm learning. I'm still a new dealer, so I'm still learning from all the other dealers. Oh wow, that's how cool move is that? Or how they communicate with all these drunk customers. Or oh wow, how they make the funny jokes. Or so many things I'm learning every day. I'm so happy to work in the casino because I see all the new things, and also, oh, wow, this is American culture thing. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, what's the language? What's the phrase of that? I never heard that in Australia. Like for example, so I'm so enjoying the still, and then every day I go to work. This is for my training. I'm good. My Jimmy, my wife's uncle, he's the one who teach me how to start this business. But I really appreciate him. But whenever I visit him, he always told me, Takashi, whenever you go to work, you're not going to the casino. You're going to a dealing school, and you don't feel any pressure. That's right, right? The same thing. If you every day if you go to the film production, you think about this is your learning stepping stone to get better, or you're going to the film school, we'd get paid. Oh, that's so happy. Even unpaid, I'm still okay. It's okay because my main aim want to become a great actor and a great performance through my craft, right? With my team, with our team, or maybe expand the team. So yeah. So now the 40 minutes now, if I talk instead of maybe forever, it never ends. Maybe next episode I'm gonna talk maybe next week. So just want to say thank you for watching my random easy talking video. But I'm maybe this year I'm trying to keep doing making these contents. And then if you have any comments, please down below write the comments or even like message me. I have my Instagram, Facebook, anything, YouTube, because I think it's good to have discuss all these type of topic, and then how you feel about current situation right now, your journey. Maybe you're not the filmmaker, but any jobs is all related. All right, thank you guys. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye.